Let's begin started in a seated, comfortable position. Go ahead and take an inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale the hands to the heart. And let's set an intention for our practice today. Anything you wish. Now take a deep breath in, lift the arms up. Exhale, open them to the right, anchoring the hands front and back of the body, turning to gently look over your back shoulder. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, take a twist the other way. Turning to look over the back shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale the arms up once more. Exhale the hands find the heart. Inhale arms up. Exhale, step them forward, folding over the legs, bringing the forehead closer to the earth. Breathing in. Exhale. Inhale, coming up as you reach the arms wide. Clasp the hands behind your back. Drop them to the earth. Look up. Breathing in. Exhale out. Lifting the gaze, release the hands to the knees. We'll take some nice neck circles slowly in one direction. Coordinating your breath with the movement. Releasing any tension in your neck, upper back, shoulders. And then take the circles the other way. Continuing to breathe deeply through the nose, maybe engaging your ujjayi breath. Returning to your neutral gaze. And now finding our tabletop position on all fours, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Inhaling as you drop the belly, open the chest, lift the gaze, roll the eyes back to look toward the third eye, the Agya chakra. Exhale, rounding the back up to the sky, the chin meets the chest. Inhale, the belly drops. Once again, open the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale, arching the back up, back into cat pose. Inhale, the belly drops back to cow pose. Lift the gaze, look up. Inhale and round the spine up to the sky, chin to chest. Inhale, the belly drops, the gaze lifts. And then returning to our neutral spine on our next breath in, float the right arm to the sky and then loop it under the left, bringing the ear to the mat. Left hand next to the face or extended up to the sky, or even drop it behind your back for a half bind. For more challenge, you can lift the left knee off the floor and take hold of the foot with the left hand for a little bind and a balancing challenge. Stay with what feels comfortable in your body and breathe. Releasing any options you may have taken, taking the right arm back to the sky, releasing it down, and then taking some free-form circles going clockwise. Just working out any kinks in your spine and in your neck. Breathing deeply. Moving on the breath. Like you're moving through molasses, nice and slow. Finding your neutral table once again. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, extending it underneath the right. The right hand can stay on the floor next to the face, or extend it straight to the sky, or release it behind the back. Or even take a bind, taking hold of the right foot as you coax the heel of the foot toward the bum, maybe lifting that knee up toward the sky for a little quad stretch. And then letting any balance go, and then taking that hand down and reaching the left arm up once again. Returning it to the earth, we'll take our freeform circles going counterclockwise this time. Again, just moving nice and slowly, like you're moving through mud. On the breath, breathing deeply. And when you get to the back of your next circle, take a wide-kneed child pose. Bring the big toes to touch. Take the knees a little wider and either release the chin or the forehead down to the earth. You can even place a block under your forehead if that is more comfortable for you. And breathe. Breathing into the upper back, the shoulders. As you exhale, allow yourself to soften and surrender into the earth. Now you may release your right ear down to the earth, looking toward the left. And then maybe take the left ear to the earth, looking toward the right. And then recenter. And come up into your tabletop. Tuck your toes and press yourself up into our first downward dog. We'll start by pedaling out our feet. Just give those toes and the arches of your feet a really beautiful stretch. Breathing. Taking any other free-form movement here you might wish, maybe wagging your tail. Noticing the connection of your hands on the earth. Fingers spread wide. And then inhale the right leg up, down dog split. Exhale rolls you forward into a plank, drawing the knee to the nose. Inhale, down dog split. Exhale the knee to the right elbow. Inhale, lift up, down dog split. Exhale, knee to the left elbow. Inhale, lift, down dog split. Exhale, step the foot through to fallen triangle, extending the right leg out, lifting the left arm up to the sky. And then return the left hand down, right knee to the chest, and step the foot between the hands. Find your high lunge, reach the arms up. Keep a nice bend in the back knee for more stability, and then drop that left hand to the inside of the front foot, gentle twist. Raising the right arm up to the sky, looking to the top fingers. Maybe leaving the hand on the hip. Then release the hand down and step back to your plank. Maybe drop your knees and then lower down to the earth on the exhale. Inhaling up to cobra, shoulders, elbows back. Exhale, release down. And make your way back through bent knees to child's pose. Then coming through bent knees, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Straight away on our next inhale, left leg up, down dog split. And then exhale, the knee to the forehead in plank. Inhale, reach up, down dog split. Exhale, the knee toward the left elbow. Inhale, down dog split. Exhale, knee toward right elbow. Inhale, down dog split, preparing for fallen triangle. Knee to the chest, and then straighten that left leg out to the right. Lift the right arm up. Fallen triangle. Breathe. Release the right hand down, knee to chest, and step the left foot between the hands. Come into high lunge, reaching the arms up, bending the back knee for greater stability, and then drop the right hand for a twist. Left hand can stay on the hip or reach up to the sky. Breathe. Dropping your top arm down, step back to your plank. Drop your knees if you wish, and then lower in one straight line to the earth. The inhale takes you to your cobra or up dog with thighs and knees off the mat, and then roll over the toes or come through bent knees to your downward dog. Breathe. Looking to the top of our mat, we'll take a slow journey all the way to the front, heel to toe, enjoying mindfully your walk up. When you get to the front, clasp your hands behind your back and fold, allowing yourself to hang from the strong support of your legs and let anything go. Let it all fall out the top of your head. Maybe turning your head no, moving your head yes. Just let everything go. Maybe sway a little bit on your breath. And now releasing the clasped hands back to the earth. Bending the knees will roll up one vertebrae at a time, like a string of pearls, neck and head coming up very last. Inhale, the arms reach up, Urdhva Hastasana, upward hands pose. You can take a little back bend here. Exhale, the hands find the heart, Samastihi. Inhale, reaching up once more. Exhale, pull the hands through the midline and forward fold to the earth. Inhale, look up, flat back, fingertips on floor or hands to shins. Exhale, step to plank or float to chaturanga. Lower halfway or all the way. The inhale takes you to your cobra or your up dog. The exhale, back to your downward dog, either through bent knees or rolling over the toes. Take 3 deep breaths here. Looking to the top of our mat, we'll bring our toes to touch and take a walk, 2 steps, or hop to the front. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reverse swan, reach the arms up. Exhale, pull all of that energy back into your heart. Inhale, reaching the arms overhead once again. Exhale, pull the hands through the midline and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, once again, step to plank or float to chaturanga. Lower halfway or all the way to the earth. Inhale to your up dog or cobra. Exhale, roll over the toes or come through bent knees. Down dog. 3 more deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Look to the top of your mat. Bring your toes to touch. Take a walk, 2 steps or hop to the front. Inhale, look up. Exhale and bow. Inhale, reverse swan. Reach the arms around. Come up with a flat back. Arms up. Exhale. Hands to the heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, back to chair pose or Utkatasana. Lift all 10 toes to put the weight in the heels. And then if you wish, you can lift up onto a releve on the balls of the feet for awkward chair before sweeping the arms behind and straightening the legs. Heart forward into diver's pose. Breathe. Heels can be up or down here. Returning through awkward chairs, we rebend the knees, sweeping the arms up overhead. And then if you wish, lower down onto the heels if you're not already. And then push off the heels, forward fold to the earth. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, step the left foot back, arms up, high lunge. Opening the arms to your right, right arm back, left arm forward. Take a little twist. Reach the arms back up, gaze forward once again, and then drop the right hand and either stay here or take hold of your back thigh and add a little back bend, looking to the sky. Alternatively, just keep the gaze forward. Inhale up, and then spin the back heel down, Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. You can look up if you wish, letting the head hang back, or just keep the gaze forward. From here, we'll add eagle arm, sweep the left arm under the right, and take shoulders or backs of hands or palms to touch. Opening on the inhale, exhale, curling inward, bow. Inhale, floating back up. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, up. Unfurl the arms, Warrior One. Let the hands find the earth, framing the front foot. Sweep that right foot all the way through to down dog split. And then from here, either drop your left knee down, taking a modified side plank, or stack the right foot atop the left, as I'm doing here, for a full side plank, reaching the right arm to the sky. If you wish, you can lift your right leg up for star variation. And if you have flip of the dog in your practice, drop that top leg behind and open the heart to the sky. Katma Karasana, flipping back over as you reach the right leg back up. And then either rest in down dog or child pose, or move through a 3 or 4-legged or modified Vinyasa. Breathing big into the experience of the shapes, meeting in downward dog. No rush. Looking to the top of our mat, toes to touch, hop, step, or walk forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reverse swan, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead once again. The exhale sits us back into our chair, Utkatasana. Coming into awkward chair if you like, lifting onto the balls of the feet before making our way to diver's pose. Straightening the legs, arms behind, heart reaching forward. Heels up or down, your choice. Coming back through to awkward chair, or you may immediately release the heels down if they're not already. And then lower the heels. Sit a little deeper perhaps. Push off the heels now and fold. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, step the right foot back, arms up, high lunge. Bend in the back knee for more stability. Open the arms to the left, right arm forward, left arm back. And then return the gaze forward, arms up. And drop the left hand straight down. Stay here or take hold of your back thigh and add a little back bend. Reverse, high lunge. Reaching arm back up, gaze up, spin your back heel down. Find Warrior One. Knee over the ankle, lined over the middle of 2 toes. Sweeping the right arm under the left this time for eagle arms. You can take shoulders, backs of hands, or palms together. Exhale, bow. Inhale, up. Maybe a back bend here. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, bow. One more time, inhale, up. Exhale, and then release the arms up overhead, framing the front foot with your hands. Sweep that left foot all the way through to down dog split, and then either drop your right knee to the floor in a modified side plank like this, or stack the right foot atop the left like this and reach that Left arm up to the sky, maybe lifting your top leg for star variation, perhaps flipping your dog by dropping that top leg behind you and opening the heart to the sky. Breathe. Flipping back over, reach the left foot up, down dog split. From here, take rest in down dog or child pose or take a vinyasa. I'm moving through a three-legged vinyasa here. Breathe and move at your own pace. All are beautiful choices. Meeting in downward dog. Inhale. Look to the top of your mat. Take a walk, step, or hop to the front. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. Inhale, reverse one. Reach the arms overhead. Exhale and pull all of that energy into your heart. Sweeping the arms up on your breath in. Exhale, swan dive back to the earth. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow and step the right foot followed by the left to downward dog. Inhale, the right leg sweeps up, steps all the way through. Spin the back heel down, arms up, and take them wide, warrior two. Check your alignment, and then look over the right fingertips, embracing your power, the warrior within. Flip your front palm and take your back arm behind the back for a half bind. Reverse your warrior, tip back. Keep the deep bend in your front knee. You can keep your front hand on your hip or lift it straight up to the sky or have it along the ear. Straightening your front leg, you'll find yourself in reverse triangle. And then sweep forward into side angle, either resting your forearm to your thigh, left hand on hip, reaching straight up or along the ear. And the right hand can also reach to a block or the floor. Feel free to take a half or full bind if you wish. Breathe. Releasing into triangle, we'll straighten our front leg, arms open wide, top arm, lots of energy in it, so we're not dumping weight into the right wrist. And now looking down to the floor as we transition to warrior two, rebending the front knee, and take half moon, launching onto our right foot. A block can be great here underneath your right hand. And the gaze can be down, or you can slowly take it out to the side wall if you feel stable enough. Maybe even up to the sky. And then we'll prepare to transition back to warrior two, rebending the front knee. And then cartwheel the hands down to frame the front foot, step back, downward dog. Rest here or in child pose or move through your favorite vinyasa. Breathe. Meeting in downward dog. Straight away, the left foot floats up and steps all the way between the hands. Bend the back heel down, arms up, and then take the arms wide. Warrior two, other side. Check your alignment. Breathe. And flip the front palm. Take the back arm behind the back. Let's reverse our warrior. Keep that deep bend in your front knee. And then straighten the front leg, reverse triangle, before sweeping forward into your favorite version of side angle. Lots of options here, forearm to front thigh or arm to the floor, a block. And you can even take a half bind like I'm doing here, or a full bind as I'm doing here. Taking care not to fold at the waist to take that bind. Releasing into triangle, straighten the left leg. Right arm reaching up to the sky, gaze may follow, and then rebend the front knee, warrior two. Sweeping ourselves forward onto that left foot to take half moon as we float the back leg off the floor and reach the top arm to the sky, the right arm up to the sky, block is an excellent choice here. And then returning to Warrior 2. Before straightening up into Extended Warrior, reaching up in a little back bend, hands to hips, and then coming to a flat back. And then taking the fingertips aligned with the toes, pouring the crown of the head toward the earth for wide-legged forward fold. If you would like to float up into tripod headstand, please feel free. Otherwise, just stay in wide-legged forward fold. Enjoy that inversion. In either case, we are stimulating the crown chakra. I'm adding some twists in my headstand, so if you're a pro at headstand, you can do the same. Or just hold it centered and steady, and then return to wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, coming to our flat back, hands to hips. Take a breath here to recalibrate. Inhale, back up, and then open the arms wide. Take your Warrior 2 to the front. Cartwheel the hands down and step back, downward dog. Breathe. Rolling forward into our plank pose if you wish to take a vinyasa here, or you can rest in down dog or child's. Looking to the top of our mat, we'll take a walk, 2 steps, or hop to the front. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan, arms wide and up. Exhale, the hands find the heart. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, lifting our right leg with us as we come up. Taking eagle arms, left arm under right. Possibly bending the left knee as well, and taking the right leg over top for full Garudasana eagle pose. You can stay upright or pour forward as I'm doing here. Inhale as we make our way back up if we poured forward. Unfurl the limbs, lift that right knee up, and then prepare to shoot that leg back into Warrior 3. You can take your hands onto blocks for a modification here. And then taking Warrior 1, drop the back foot down. And straighten your front leg. As we prepare for pyramid, take opposite elbows, shorten your stance, maybe even take reverse namaste. Or leave your hands separate and then pour forward over the left leg. Breathe. Draw your right hip back. Your right hip forward and your left hip back. Inhaling, floating back up. Release the hands without shaking them out overhead. And then frame the front foot with your hands. Step forward to the top of your mat and fold. Inhale as you roll up. This time bring the left leg up. Taking Garudasana or eagle pose. Right arm under left. This time you can take your hands to your shoulders if you like, or backs of hands or palms to touch, maybe crossing the left leg over the right, staying here or pouring forward. Coming up, if you took that pour forward option, unfurl the limbs, lift the left knee, and prepare to shoot that leg back to Warrior 3. Coming into Warrior One, drop the left foot down. And then straighten your legs, taking our pyramid pose. Shorten your stance. Take reverse namaste or opposite elbows, or leave your hands separate, and then pour over the right leg. Breathe. Draw the left side of your hip forward here and the right side of your hip back. Inhale as we float gently up. Release the hands without shaking them out if you took reverse namaste. Lift the arms and then frame the front foot with your hands. Drop your back knee down into a low lunge. And then take your right shin across the top of your mat for pigeon pose. Feel free to place a folded blanket under your right hip. Feel free to bring your heel closer to the midline if your hips are tight. And then pour forward over your leg and breathe. Balancing the Muladhara chakra here. Releasing any old fears or stories that we tend to store in our root chakra in our hips. With each exhale, let them go. Breathing in new space, new energy, new possibilities. Walking the hands gently up. And then if you wish, you can stay here or take King Pigeon, taking hold perhaps of the back foot, taking it to the elbow crease, maybe binding the hands together, staying where it feels comfortable for you. And here I'm taking the full expression of King Pigeon, taking hold of my toes and bringing the foot to the crown of the head, and looking toward the sky. Releasing any of those options you may have taken, we'll step back to our downward dog so that we may take pigeon on the other side. We'll lift the left leg up this time and take the left shin across the top of the mat. Again, adding any support you might like underneath your left hip and drawing that heel closer to the midline if your hips are tight as well. And then lowering to the earth over our front shin. Breathe. Again, deep breaths in and deep breaths out, letting go anything that no longer serves you. The beauty of yoga is that we unblock any stagnant energy in the body so that our prana can flow freely, releasing any stagnation and energy blockages, so that our prana flows freely. Walking back up, stay here if you like. This is an excellent place to stay, or reach back. Maybe you'll find your back foot. Maybe the back foot might find the elbow crease, and you can even take the hands into a clasp. Breathing wherever you are. Perhaps taking hold of the toes with the hands. This is a more advanced variation. King Pigeon pose. And then releasing down. This time we'll sweep the back leg forward and take the left foot to the inner thigh or up to the hip crease for preparation of either Janu Shirshasana, one-legged forward fold, or half lotus forward fold, such as I'm doing here. Exhale, folds us over the right leg. Breathe. Inhale as we slowly float up. And then taking our left hand behind, right arm sweeps around, coming up onto our left knee, a little back bend, lower the hips down, and then straighten the legs into Dandasana. And then from here, we'll bring the right foot to the inner left thigh or bring the foot into the hip crease, your choice. Either Janu Shirshasana, one-legged forward fold, or half lotus forward fold. You can take a bind by bringing that hand around the big toe and then fold forward. Breathe. Inhale, floats you up. Release the foot down off the hip crease if it was there. Taking it to the floor, and then release the right hand behind. Left arm sweeps around, lift up onto your knee, your right knee. Take a back bend, lower the hips back to the earth. And then bring the knees bent, toes to the earth, fingers pointing the front of the room for boat pose. You can lift the shins parallel to the floor, maybe reach the hands up as well, perhaps even straighten the legs. Stay with the option that feels comfortable and easeful in your body. And then if you'd like, you can add breath of fire, rapidly exhaling through the nose. The inhales will take care of themselves. This is a very cleansing breath. If you like, you can lower to low boat now. Inhale back up, lower again, up, and maybe once more, lower down, and come up. And then release back to the earth, and we'll lift our hips up to the sky in altar pose. Releasing them back down to the earth. Taking the soles of the feet together in Baddha Konasana. Spine nice and straight and tall to begin. Clasping the hands around the feet like a book, and then if you wish, you can pour forward until you feel a gentle stretch. Breathe. Continuing to redirect your attention to your breath off of the monkey mind. And then inhale all the way back up. Bringing the knees back together. And then preparing to roll down onto our backs, one vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. And then bring the feet up next to the bum, preparing for a couple of back bends. We'll start by peeling the spine up off the earth, maybe clasping the hands underneath the back, drawing the shoulder blades a little bit closer to give you a little more lift. Breathe. And then unclasp the hands, lower yourself back down, and windshield your thighs from left to right. And we'll take one more back bend. If you wish to take a wheel, you may do so, or stay with bridge. And lift yourself back up off the earth. You can come onto the balls of your feet no matter which position you're in, like I'm doing here. Perhaps adding Ekapada variation, lifting the right leg toward the sky, releasing it down, and then lifting the left leg up toward the sky, releasing it down, and then lowering yourself back to the earth, windshielding your thighs from left to right once again. Breathe. Beautiful job. And now we'll prepare for either rejuvenation pose, simply extending your legs up to the sky like this, or you can take shoulder stand like I'm doing here, stacking the hips over the shoulders, the ankles over the hips, taking your hands to your upper back, the chin touching the chest. Balancing the Vishuddha chakra, the throat chakra, which is coordinated with the thyroid and parathyroid glands. And then floating into plow. If you took shoulder stand, the feet will float over the head. They may touch the ground or they may not. It's okay either way. And if you wish, you can bend your knees, taking deaf man's pose from here. And then lower yourself back down, slowly massaging the spine as you come back down to the earth. Taking fish pose, we'll bring our hands underneath the bum and draw the elbows directly underneath the midline and puff the chest out like the fish and pour the crown of your head down toward the earth. Releasing yourself gently back down and drawing the knees up into the chest for happy baby pose, separating them to either side of the torso. You can take peace fingers around the big toes here, or just the backs of the knees or outer edges of your feet, and rock gently. Maybe straightening your legs one at a time or at the same time. And then draw the knees back together, and on an exhale, float them to the left as you look to the right and press each shoulder down into the earth equally. Breathe. Allow yourself to receive this healing opening as we wind down toward Shavasana. Inhale the knees to the midline once again. Exhale, floats them to the other side. Press each shoulder down toward the earth, looking in the opposite direction. Breathe. Inhale, the knees float back up. And now give yourself a nice big hug. Draw the forehead into the knees. Crunch up your face, squeeze everything in. And then release everything back down to the earth, into our final resting pose of Shavasana. Take anything you might need to be as comfortable as you can possibly be, and relax here for about 10 minutes. Have a beautiful day. Namaskar.